Hey guys, this is DeWitt with Backcountry and Beyond. I wanted to give you an overview today of the QuietKat E-Bikes that we have offered here in the store. QuietKat or E-Bikes, if you're not familiar with them, electronic bikes. They have a battery and electronic motor. So they're a conventional bike. They've got pedals, they've got gears. You can pedal it with no assist whatsoever, but there's an electric motor there that can kick in to help you go faster and further than you would otherwise. So on these bikes, they all have 5 levels of pedal assist. You can turn the pedal assist off. Again, it can be a conventional bike. Or you have 5 levels of assist to help you with how much work do you want the bike doing for you, as opposed to you just doing the work on your own. So again, I'll start maybe at the bottom of the line, kind of work our way up through the line. So most of the QuietKat e-bikes you're going to see are the fat tire e-bikes, 4.5-inch fat tires. You can take it anywhere, off-road, through the sand, on the road is just fine. Really stable, being a fat tire. Also, another benefit is it's 30 psi or so on these. There's some nice give on there. It's a good cushion. It actually works as a little bit of suspension all on its own, which is nice. So starting with the Rover bike, and again, this is QuietKat out of Eagle, Colorado. The Rover model is their entry level. You'll see there's a single speed here. It's a 750 watt motor that's in the rear hub, in the middle of the rear wheel back there. 48 volt battery. And I get the question a lot of times about, well, how long will the battery last? So as I mentioned, there's 5 levels of pedal assist. Well, each of the QuietKats also has a throttle. So if you hit the throttle alone, meaning you're not pedaling, the bike will go 20 miles an hour all by itself without you pedaling. It would go for 20 miles without you pedaling at all. So that gives you an idea how long the battery lasts. Obviously, if you're working in a pedal assist mode, it's going to go a whole lot further than that. So again, Rover model, single speed, no suspension, 750 watt motor in the hub. We move up to the Ranger model. It's also got the same 750 watt motor back in the rear hub, but this one has 7 gears. And it also has a front suspension on it as well. I will mention too, you'll see it in the black and the camo, either one of these. We have them in both colors, whichever you prefer. Move up next to the Ambush LT. They've also changed the name of this now to the Zion. A couple things you'll notice different about this one. It's a smaller frame. You can see it's a lower step over height, so this one's a little bit better for a smaller rider. You'll also notice that rather than the motor being back in the rear hub, it's what's called a mid-drive, and that motor sits over the crank. So rather than driving the rear wheel, it's driving the crank. So it's a more efficient use of that motor and more torque. So it's a nice step up to that mid-drive here. One other difference on this one, I think, is the 8-speed instead of 7 on the Ranger model. Next one, actually, I'll move up to is the Warrior. We got this one all outfitted with all kinds of accessories that we have: the rear rack, the saddlebags, the fenders, the front light, even the trailer back here. But first, the Warrior itself, also a mid-drive, 1,000 watt motor, even more powerful of a motor on there. So, and then back with the trailer attachment that you can get as an accessory on here, you can carry 100 pounds in that trailer. The bike can carry 300 pounds. Obviously, you can carry a lot of gear or things with you. All right, next we're going to move over to the Voyager. I know it may be a little tough on the camera angle over here, trying to get this from one camera angle. The Voyager looks a little bit different, and it is a little bit different, as a matter of fact. So you'll see here, or hopefully you can see this. You can move that handle. The entire frame will fold in half. The handlebars will go down. This bike will fold up and go into the trunk of your car. So that's definitely the unique features of the Voyager. A little bit smaller wheels because of that, but it's a 750 watt motor, mid-drive, belt drive, as a matter of fact, on that one. And lastly, we move up to the bike up on the pedestal, kind of the top of the line. It's a little bit different in that it is, you see the mountain bike tires on there rather than the fat tire off-road bikes. A little less focus on carrying a bunch of gear and weight. That's more of carrying you over anything you want to go over. That is a full suspension electric mountain bike, basically. So 750 watt mid-drive, really super cool full suspension frame on that. That bike would go pretty much anywhere. So that covers the lineup for a QuietKat. We've got them, obviously, all these bikes in stock. We have other colors in some of these as well. Mentioned the camo and the black. And we'd be happy for you to come over and take one for a test ride. And that's really the way to truly appreciate the bike. Take it for a spin. everyone kind of has that same look on their face when they start to pedal and they feel it kick in, and it's doing some work with them. And some people say, hey, wasn't that being lazy and it's letting the bike do the work? Well, it could be. You can really pedal really lightly and let the bike do all the work, or you can work in conjunction with that electric motor and go a whole lot further and a whole lot faster than you would otherwise. So come on by, take one for a test ride. We'd love to see you, and come check out the QuietKat E-Bikes here at Backcountry and Beyond. Thanks, guys.